Top tips for preventing and helping low back pain to go away as quickly as possible and relieving it. First thing obviously is to find out that it is generalised mechanical low back pain and nothing complicated. Once established that's the case, there's lots of things you can do to relieve it yourself. Firstly, if you're doing it while in an activity, for example digging or painting or reaching above your head or bending, stop doing what you're doing as soon as you feel the pain coming and go and get an ice pack. So a bag of peas or something similar, wrap it in a tea towel and put it on the low portion of your back that's painful. That should be on there for no more than 15 minutes, and if it is a sort of overuse sprain strain, that will give you quite quickly a relief to the whole area. Now if it doesn't obviously resolve the problem, then you do need to go and see somebody professional, but generally after a couple of days that will resolve it quite quickly. Next thing you need to do really is considering some stretches to stretch that area and get movement and blood flow back. The last thing we want you to do is not do anything, but on the other score I don't want you going out there and doing digging for several hours. That will overuse it. So if you can go out and you can do a little stretch really to stretch that area and loosen it up and get some movement back into it, that would be greatly helpful. Worth asking people whether they have a bad posture while sitting in their job, at their computer, in their chair in their car, or whether they lie badly at night, because actually low back pain can generally be caused quite often with posture. So asking people how they sit and whether or not they're slouching in their chair and whether they sit up straight, whether they use their abdominal muscles, and that can give you a good clue as to why you get low back pain. And once you've established that, there's lots of things you can do to improve posture and change lifestyle to prevent low back pain on a permanent basis. So looking at posture and how they sit in their chair, making sure they don't slouch, good back support, changing the position within that car so that they're not sitting all the way back and leaning too far away from the steering wheel. You don't need to be on top of the steering wheel, but a good distance from the steering wheel really helps. And then looking at your mattress, what's the quality of the mattress? Is it too soft? Are you getting any back support? I find a lot of people have problems with low back because of very soft sofas, and they sit in the sofa and they literally collapse into the sofa. It's much better if you have an almost upright chair which has good back support and you have to sit in actively and rather than slouching. All those lifestyle changes will improve low back pain because it tends to be a small amount of irritation on a regular basis, and preventing that obviously will resolve the problem. Exercises are useful, and certainly strengthening the back from a general kind of overall point of view will really help matters. So strengthening the abdominal area, the core area and the low back, and getting movement into those areas on a regular basis will prevent low back coming back on, but also stretch out any tight muscles that you do have there. The important thing is that if you get low back pain and you've done those sort of basic things and it doesn't resolve, you go and seek advice as soon as possible.